Hey, it's K9 Productions here, and today I am bringing you some Ghost Recon Future Soldier gameplay. I will be showing you some basic features of the game, including customization, gameplay, and tactics, and some, concepts of the game. So, first off, when you go to the main menu, it will log you into PlayStation Network, or whatever you're on. I guess Xbox would be Xbox Live and stuff. Today I have a bonus pack from GameStop, so I'll show you some of that. First off, there's multiplayer, campaign, and guerrilla. Guerrilla is like survival of waves. Campaign is storyline. Multiplayer is an adversarial online gameplay mode. Here is customization with Scout, Engineer, and Rifleman classes. Those are the only 3 classes available in the game. If you press the replace button, you can change out classes with their counterparts. So if I were to press triangle, for instance, on my Rifleman, I could change him into a Scout or a Engineer, or just bring him back to a default Rifleman with the default loadout. You can also press your top button, like triangle or Y on Xbox, to change faction, which will change the appearance of your soldier. But actually, not only change the appearance, it will also each faction has its own weapons, and so every time you play a game, it depends which faction you are, it will actually change what weapons you have. See here, I'm switching between the different factions, which is Bodark and Ghost. There is my Bodark Rifleman, and he has the AK-47 with some attachments. As you can see, I have a UB stun gun under barrel. Here is a match that I have joined. I was voting for a map right there, and you can also view challenges for weapons and characters, and I believe for certain maps and weapons. You do have to advance in level to unlock certain attachments or weapons, and they are usually quite high level. They usually go in intervals, so like 16 to 38 to 64, I guess. But they do have quite big unlock intervals. I've unlocked some basic things for my soldiers. Right here I am the Team Ghost. I don't have any Team Bodark gameplay currently, which I wish I did, because Bodark is my favorite team. I don't like Ghost as much as Bodark. And here is some gameplay of the game mode Conflict. Conflict is many random objectives spread out into the middle of a map, into different sections of the map, and they only happen every so often, and after the current objective is completed, a new one is created. There are sensors, EMPs, and ammo caches. Sensors will display enemies for you. For instance, if you see the little green people, those are my friends, and you can actually see them through walls. Well, if you have a sensor grenade, IR camera, or thermal camera, or a night vision camera, I just got killed there, or the sensor objective, if you have any of those, it will display the enemies. Instead of being green outlined through walls, it will outline them in red, which is quite useful, especially if there's a thin layer of wood or sheet metal, sometimes even concrete bricks, you can actually shoot through the walls. Like right here, I'm sniping using my scout class. I really like my scout classes. That's my preferred class because they use submachine guns and sniper rifles. This is my customized Mark 11, or no, I'm sorry, my M10 KAC. This is a high caliber rifle that shoots, I believe, 5.56 or 7.62. Here, I almost got a kill on someone, but sadly they crouched down and I believe the bullet ricocheted. Yes, and then I got my first kill right there, my first kill of the match. You get experience for team actions, killing enemies, and killing enemies under certain conditions, doing objectives and completing things near objectives, such as placing equipment near objectives or using grenades or killing enemies near objectives. Right now I'm using cover. You can crouch in cover, and scouts can turn invisible in cover, but scouts do not only have to be in cover to use invisibility. But they do have to be still unless you get a certain equipment, I believe. Here I got killed and I got snuck up on from behind, which I really want to see where oh, you know what, I realize where that is. But back to what I was talking to. You can use cover by pressing A, X, and I'm not quite sure what it is on computer. It might be space or E or something. But X for PS3 and A for Xbox. And then you can actually run from cover to cover, or jump over cover, or I didn't do it in this video, but you can actually roll from one side of cover to the other if you're going backwards. It's quite useful for quick transferring quickly from cover to cover. Right there, you can see that little marker that I'm using right now. That's called cover swapping. It's very, very useful, especially if you need a quick transfer from cover to cover, and you don't want to get spotted, or you don't want to get hit by a sniper, which is also very useful. You can, what is it? You can exit out of cover anytime by walking backwards or forwards, depending on which way you're facing, or pressing X. The camera that I was setting up there was called a IRNV camera, or as I like to call it, the dual band camera. That was jumping from cover right there, what I just did. Sadly, I didn't get any of the kills right here. IRNV cameras, they use, when you use it and place it down, it spots enemies for you in the radius as long as it has a clear line of sight of them. For instance, if I placed it behind a Jersey barrier and the enemy was on one side of the Jersey barrier, if the camera couldn't have a direct line of sight of it, it would not be able to spot it. Right here I have the MK14, which is a special weapon I received from a GameStop signature edition. It's really good. I just don't have any attachments for it. If I had some basic optical attachments, or maybe a match trigger. There I just threw a grenade. Those, you can customize what grenades you have. Depending on which grenade you have, you will have certain amounts of them. For instance, flashbangs will give you 2 flashbangs instead of just 1. Frag grenades, you usually only get 1 unless you may need a certain perk. I'm not sure, but there are many different types of grenades, including smokes, incendiaries, frags, flashbangs, and a few more. EMPs. Those will disable your HUD and any equipment you have nearby, such as the camera and I believe actually I can't remember what the other one is, but there's a there's a enemy right there through the wall that I can see. That was because my friend threw a sensor grenade inside, which will detect enemies within a radius, no matter even if it doesn't have a line of sight. Right here, me and my teammates are trying to capture an objective. Right there, I was iron sighting, which can be done by clicking the right stick, or I believe right-clicking on the mouse. I'm not sure. I have never seen gameplay or played this game on computer. There I was reloading, which can be done by pressing X on Xbox and square on PS3. Most likely R on computer. If you click the left stick, you can actually swap from shoulder to shoulder. So if I were to be viewing the camera over my right shoulder, I could click the left stick and it would switch the camera to my left shoulder, which is very useful if you're in cover and you need to quickly switch which direction you're facing, because it also affects your player, depending if he's in cover or not. If he's just standing up in the middle of nowhere, nothing will happen. He'll just stand there. His head may turn, but that's not big of an effect. Here, I pressed square while I was selecting my loadout, and you can actually customize your weapons in-game, which I was actually very surprised. I didn't know I could do that. Right here, I switched to the ACR, which is, in my opinion, a very good gun, along with the SRR sniper rifle. I have some basic optical attachments for it, and I believe I might have a match trigger. But here my friend got killed, and I tried to find his killer, and I couldn't seem to find him. And then I ran for the objective, and as I was going to, I saw someone around the corner right here. I tried to follow him, and I ended up finding that guy, which it might have been the same guy, but then I got killed again. Then I spawned on my squad mate, which there are 2 squads in every team, and you can only spawn on your squad mates, but as long as your squad mates, are not in combat, not compromised by intel, or too close to a certain objective, you can still spawn on them. If they are too close to an enemy-held objective and haven't captured it yet, you cannot spawn on them. You can only spawn on them if the objective has been captured by your team. Here, I got a kill with a shotgun, which I also tried to get vengeance on my killer, my last killer. He was hiding behind one of these buildings, and I almost got killed here. I successfully got to the cover, and then I transferred all the way over to where he was. I waited a couple of seconds to see if he would peep out from behind his cover. And then I ran for him, and then I was about to pull out my shotgun around the corner, but he caught me by surprise. He knew I was going to transfer over, and decided to wait. Very good tactics. Tactics, must be implied in this game to be able to successfully complete objectives and interact with teammates. Team combat is also, and team interaction along with that, is also a very good way of playing the game, because if you don't have very good communication or interaction with your teammates, and you don't imply tactics in your gameplay, you will probably not be able to play this game without dying a lot. And here, there was if you rewind the video, you will see that there was a stun mine right there on that little carpet. I got stunned, which basically is it's a taser mine, and this can also be done with the underbarrel taser and the taser gun. But this guy started to hack me, which will retrieve data of all enemies nearby, and there he performed a takedown on me right as I got up. He also tried to shoot a taser at me again to try to tase me and get more intel, but he didn't. If you see that little red eye next to your teammates' names on the spawn menu, that means the area is compromised by intel. In that case, my intel compromised my teammates, so they're always visible in a certain radius, including me. Right there it says fire team reinforced. That means that one of my teammates spawned on me, which will give you 37 XP. It's very good for reinforcing an area. Here you can see the enemies through the walls. I was going to surprise them with my shotgun, but sadly something happened, and my camera switched to my right shoulder for some reason, and I wasn't aiming the right way. This wasn't my best match I've ever played, honestly, but it was still a match. Oops. Right here, an objective is right below me, and I believe I jumped down at one point to go see my friend, but somebody already saved him in time from being hacked. Equipment used near objective is a really good way of getting XP, because you can just place down a camera, but you can't just spam it. It doesn't work like that. You can only place it down once and get XP for it. The game tracks it. Right here I get a kill, and so does my teammate, and we're actually defending the objective. And see there, someone's trying to hack one of our friends to get intel on us. And then we successfully defended a objective that was right on me. This part, I believe I got a couple of kills successfly. Up there on the balcony, you can see some enemies through the wall and on the railing. I almost got that guy right there, but then he almost got away. But then my teammates put him down, and then I double tapped him just to make sure. You get kill assists depending on how much damage you did to someone before your friend killed them. For instance, I did 75% damage to that guy up on the balcony, I believe, and I got 75 XP for it. And here my friend is hacking the objective to gain control of it, and you must do that to gain control of objectives and successfully hold objectives for your team. If the enemy team succeeds in hacking, then they will control the objective, but it will take longer for them to hack it if you successfully hack it first, because they have to neutralize it and then hack it to their team. And here I got XP for completing the match. Thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, like, and subscribe my video. That greatly supports me. My Facebook and my Twitter are also available. See you later.